Hello. What is going on, guys? Welcome to the KOF match of the day. My name is FM Sway. Today is a bit of an awkward day today. I'm trying my best to keep my spirits up here. I'm having a bit of some health issues here, so I really hope that you guys can give me some support. If by some chance I do disconnect from this stream, yeah, yeah. I'm going through a few problems right now, so I'm not gonna give up. And I mean, today, that's pretty much what's all about today. Um, let's keep this consistent. This is I think this is the fourth episode of the KOF match of the day, and we have some really good footage for you today. This time around, I'm gonna try something a little bit different. What I usually do beforehand was I would always watch we would always take a match, any kind of match, any set, long or short, didn't really matter, and it would probably be the first time I watched it or a time I watched it a long time ago, and we would watch that throughout the entire duration without any type of commentary or anything of the sort. And after that, we would go immediately back. We would replay the entire match and analyze it from there. Which is the same thing now, but however, I think it would be in everybody's best interest, right, if I were to watch the match kind of beforehand and prepare some notes for you guys so I can be a bit more articulate. It makes it a little bit... Oh god, here's the call. I'll be right back, guys. Oh, God help me. Okay, so I avoided the doctor again. I'll just be... yeah. Anyways, what was I talking about? I'm sorry, guys. I'm a bit in disarray right now, but pretty much what I'll be doing this time around is I'll be actually watching it beforehand, before the stream, so that way I can gather up some points so I can make it more articulate for you, especially for the people who do want to watch the actual, who I'm, analyzing. That being said, no, actually that was it. that was pretty much it. Today, I'm really excited. That's why I really didn't want to miss this stream, despite health issues. I really wanted to do this stream because someone actually gave me a video of theirs to review and to analyze. I'm really excited, and it is one of my fellow my fellow viewers, followers, a very good a very avid KOF fan, KOF player. I think he's a tournament player as well. My friend Peter, aka well, he goes by the name on Steam as Katy Parry. Parry with a A, you know, Harry. Ah. But like, so he asked me to review his match and to do a few analysis of it. So I watched it beforehand, but we're gonna do the exact same thing that we did before, where I'm gonna watch the entire match, and then from there, you know, I'll replay the match, and then I'll do it. Like, I'll analyze it from here again. I already have a few points that I want to point out. Nothing super specific, but something that really could help him. I really feel it can help him. And as you can see, I have a Terry GIF on there, and that's because this guy is a Terry player. So yeah, Terry, let's go. You know, are you okay? I'm not okay right now, but I'll be okay. So, you know, let's get into this match, and then let's see what happens. Also, please help. Oh, I know this is gonna be loud as shit. If you can also help me out, guys, see if the sound is okay. You know, it's hard to really control the volume here, so just help me out. Anyways, let us start this match. This is between Katy Parry and Wham. Wham sounds familiar. I feel like I've actually put this guy in a tournament before, and I'm not entirely sure if it works. So let's see. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where he's from, but if someone could help me out, that'd be cool. Anyways, here we go. Shoutouts to your music, by the way. I really liked your playlist. Well, the last song was kind of weird. Katie, if you're hearing this, a little bit of word of advice for your audio. You gotta tone the music a little bit down, so that way you can have an equal balance between the game itself and the actual music. It's a bit too loud from my end. I don't want to put it as loud as possible because I don't want to lose the in-game sound as well. But I mean, I think it's just a personal aesthetic of mine. So just FYI. Okay, guys, what is going on? You just watched the entire match for Katy Perry's match. Shouts to Katy Perry, by the way, Peter, my boy, my buddy. There's a few things I want to point out when it comes to this match. One thing that I want to point out is, for no offense to Wham, but he looks clearly inexperienced in terms of, I guess, not just the matchup, but just, yeah, like, he knows his combos. However, he was, there's not a lot to say. You know, he got bopped. Let's just say that he got destroyed. Like, it was clearly obvious that he has a lot to learn. But I am an advocate of the belief that you can learn something from anybody, no matter what level they are in. It doesn't matter. You know, you're always gonna learn something new. You know, people are gonna think, oh, but what happens to, what about, people who already have the knowledge of the game? It doesn't matter. You're gonna learn something new no matter what. You know, you see that in every game. It doesn't really matter. So there's a lot to learn actually from this match, no matter what. And I definitely feel like, Katy Perry, I guess I'm gonna say from here on out, that Katy has a lot to work on. And one of the things I want to really emphasize on today, and this is actually a really good example. This is why this was a really well chosen match that he gave, was how to establish and emphasize your ground game. A lot of people tend to believe that just because it's KOF, that you can just do whatever you want, that you can hop whenever you want to. Hopping is a legit block string, which it actually kind of is, really. A lot of moves are so plus on block, like you're jumping. Usually, your hopping and jumping CDs are so plus on block that that you can do it again and continuously do it until they guard break. That happens for a lot of characters. But that being said, it doesn't really matter how good or how well placed your hops are if your ground game is ass. If your ground game is bad, you're not going to be able to do much. So we're going to replay this match, and I'm going to really show you some things that he could work on. Number one that I'm going to be saying is that he had, for Katy Perry, very predictable strings. And another thing is he needs to know the options. You need to know your options when you're facing these characters. You sometimes put yourself in situations. See, that's another part of the neutral game. You see that ground pressure that you were doing? But before I even go there, you need to know what your options are. When it comes to K-Dash in the beginning, alright, what are his options here? Let's see if I can, there we go. What are his options here? He can backdash, right? He can trigger. He can jump forward. He can walk forward. He can dash forward. But those things carry a lot of risk. Same thing for you. You can carry, you can jump forward, and a lot of risk. There's a lot of options. But then when it comes to learning your fireball, you do a bit of the fireball. What is the reason? Why are you doing the fireball? What is the reason? Are you trying to bait something, or are you just trying to poke them? Or are you trying to lure them in? There needs to be purpose in what you use your fireball for, and that's not just for Terry. It applies for K-Dash, Takuma, Mr. Karate, Leona, Kyo, Flame Iori. There has to be a purpose in every fireball that you give out, and that is really important in learning your ground game. Obviously here you're thinking, okay, I'm just throwing this fireball just to pester him, just to make a bit of damage. But at that point right here, you completely forgot that there's an option that he can do at that point, at that certain point. Yeah, you can do a fireball, right? But one of K-Dash's biggest strengths is that he has the ability to anti-zone. He can anti-zone someone at certain ranges because his trigger, the first part of the trigger, it eats fireballs. And then the second part, the second shoot, or the second shell, is something that he can do on reaction to what you've done before. If you jump and he does a trigger, he could do second shell and he can anti-air you. If you do a fireball at that certain range that you've done, that's his option. He can trigger, eat your power wave, and then hit you there. And now you hit the damage. And then you do the air, nice ground pressure, and right there, you forgot again. What is the reason why you're doing that? Is he going to press a button? Like, that's still too risky. You know, your ground game, you haven't established your ground game enough to make him respected. And so you're doing a lot of risky stuff that will land you in trouble. It's only 10 seconds into the match. Remember that. Not even 10 seconds. Yeah, 10 seconds. It says right there on the YouTube. It's only 10 seconds into the match. You know, you have to figure out your opponent a lot more. You know, see a lot of things, a lot of strings, etc., etc. And that was a risk that you did not need to take. You know, this is telling your opponent, hey, I'm reckless. You know, you did a fireball that was not well spaced, 2 fireballs that were not well spaced, and you did a burn knuckle that was highly unsafe, which he did not punish, by the way. He didn't punish properly. Regardless, those things that you have to learn is pretty much, you know, your neutral game isn't very good at this moment. Maybe it's because, you know, I'm not entirely sure if you know the player that you're playing, you know, or maybe you do know, and there's some sort of, you know, mind game that I'm not understanding. Maybe there's something I don't know. You know, that really only happens when it comes to players who know each other very, very well. But you gotta play safer. That's how the neutral game is. Remember what I told you last week? From you know, some wise words from Reno. If you're losing in the neutral game, if you're getting hit for some reason in the neutral game, think about why you got hit. Most likely the reason why you got hit is because you weren't safe enough, and that was not safe. Of course, he's not punishing, so you can kind of start, you know, that's a bit of a mess up where you could be, okay, it could be a bit more reckless, you know. Alright, gets a good string. And there's another thing that I kind of want you to study up on. It's from Justin Wong. He was talking about, you know, the neutral game and about reading your opponent. There's a bit of a checklist that he did that would really, really help out. You know, and the checklist is pretty much, you know, at the beginning of the match. You know, try to find out what type of opponent your opponent is. Does he anti-air? You know, does he wake up? Does he reversal on the wake up? You know, how good are they when it comes to their spacing? You know, how often do they reversal, if they do? You know, or do they just block? Are they respecting you? You know, and also, you know, how often do they get hit by the same frame trap? You know, it's a lot of testing out, a lot of understanding. And he's getting hit by a lot of things. I don't think he really knows the match too much, and he woke up with a button. I'm not entirely sure why. Alright, that was a great grab. That was a good block. So at that moment, now he should be thinking, oh man, I can't reversal on wake up. He's thinking of something, right? But I mean, at the same time, he's also making you think that, hey, you know, he can reversal anytime. But I think you need to have tighter, safer strings. And you really don't have to jump that much. You really don't. You see that where you just, you know, you're jumping forward. Like, you can continue the pressure, but now you're just stuck in neutral, really, like, at this moment. You know, yeah, he's gonna, look at that. See, you lost on the poke. You don't have to jump all the time. And you do that a lot, that I'm noticing. You know, and if you knew how to anti-air properly, you know, that would really, you know, that would really be hard for you. Okay, and you jump again. I mean that's proper anyways, because I mean he was trying to keep you in the corner. Let me show you that again. Actually, when you were in the corner. See this? Oh, you see that? Where he just rolled out of the corner? It's because you kind of tend to jump a lot after your block string. It's kind of like saying, I don't know what else to do here. Maybe I should just be a bit more aggressive and jump forward, right? Or, you know, and you've done it a few times. Next one, another jump, and then, you know, and when you replay this match, think of how many times you've jumped. And also remember what I said last time. When you jump, right, you give up the inability to block. Remember that. For the time that you start your jump and to the time you land, you have given up all ability to block anything that he could possibly do. You can win against something, you can hit a button, but you need to have a thought. Why did you hop here? What is the purpose of this hop? You know, there has to be some sort of thought here. You don't have to think all the time. Obviously you can come from your intuition and your instinct. But if you're just playing to autopilot, which I honestly feel like that's the feeling I get here, where you're just instinctively just doing it because you're used to it, you might be losing a lot of things. You might be losing more than just your ability to block. Especially in this case, you've just lost your ability to pressure him in the corner, and now you are in the corner. Unfortunately, he didn't do anything at that moment, and now you're back in the corner, and you just jump in. And so, I mean, there's a bit of inexperience from your opponent, from Wham. No offense to you, Wham. You can learn a lot from this as well. But I mean, when it comes to learning, how to level up, you have to keep these things in mind. There has to be a thought. There has to be a purpose to the things you do. You see a lot of top players, they're just randomly poking. You're like, this is random as hell, right? But in reality, they're just really trying to send a message. Oh, this is gonna hit. This is gonna hit. This is gonna hit. And it's subtle, right? But it could make a difference in the long run, and that's why they do it. That's what makes a high level game a high level game. There's a lot of thought that you can't really honestly see at that moment. You're gonna jump here, and you just gave up your pressure again. Stick to the ground. Your strings are predictable at this point, where you're just blocking and you don't know what you're doing at that point. You're just like, man, he's blocking. All right, I'm gonna jump. Let me see how he is. What if he anti-airs? Now what's gonna happen? What if he anti-airs? Now you're gonna think, oh man, I can't hop. Now what is it? And that is where your solid ground game plays into effect. Of course, Terry has a great jumping D. But if there's no actual methodology towards using it, then it's kind of pointless. You could have won this match easily if you had just stuck to the ground. There's a lot of examples in this game, in this match too, where you just stuck to the ground and you just completely destroyed him. When it comes to Wham, the only advice that I can give to Wham is that you need to study a little bit more. Definitely your fundamentals. You have combos, but I mean, like, it just doesn't seem like your movement is really well. You're kind of reckless when it comes to jumping in the air. And there you go, you anti-air. Now he should start thinking, hey, I can't jump on you for free, right? And you notice that he stopped jumping. He's trying to, and now he's gonna do it again. Now you've taught him. Now you've established your airspace as well. And now this is where your ground game really plays into effect. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. You actually landed a really good string just by staying on the ground. You don't have to be in the air. The air is another option to you, but if you have options in the ground, you should start taking it. It's not until he challenges your ground game, should you start thinking, I have to be trickier with my jumps. Don't show him everything all at once, just stick to a ground game. You could do very tighter, safer strings, and it's very oppressive. You can push him all the way to the corner, and if he's not doing anything, then you could start doing the mind games. But don't give up on your pressure. Don't give up on your pressure by just jumping mindlessly. Don't do that. I'm not giving you an ultimatum by saying don't do that, but have more thought into it. Because now look at that, he's blocking. You can even grab here. And you see that he rolled because the option. Look at the option that you just gave yourself after this block string. Look at that. Now what is he gonna do? He has 2 meters, right? He could maiden masher. That's gonna be unsafe. He can DP. That's unsafe. He can do another slash. That's unsafe. He can command grab. He can hop on you, but you can also air to air that. And even if you do trade, doesn't matter. Look at the life lead. Look at the life. You're 3 characters to 1. He has to play safer. So do you. Look at that. The ground game is just insane. And he wanted to challenge it, and he lost. At that point, you can start grabbing right here, and like that's the mind game. You have to think. You have to squeeze. You have to tighten out his options, not make it hard for him to get out. And now we're gonna try and check how he reacts on wake up. Let's just see how that reacts. Now you have to play that into that game as well. Also your mind game. What's he gonna do? He DPs. All right, that's completely fine. Now you know that was not a good option. You have to realize your own options on your wake up as well. I mean, of course, that's all he could have done. So you could have stayed aggressive, But you gotta remember these messages. I think he does I think he does a random minute spike there for no reason. There we go. That was a great option to think. You dashed forward and you challenged his trigger. That was a full punish. You could have done something more with that. And you see, these strings are kind of unsafe. I'm not entirely sure if the crack shoot itself is unsafe. Right here, hold on. Let me just make a shit. You triggered, right? You dash forward, you jump, you win. Good finish on the string. Need to punish. Learn your punishes. Simple as that. I don't know if that's unsafe. It looks really unsafe, and you paid for it. Well, you could have actually teched out of this one too. Just, you know, if you think something is unsafe, man, just, you know, try and throw. There's no fucking reason not to, right? You know. But that was an unsafe string. You don't need to do that. Just poke him. Poke him. Do things that elicit him to do something unsafe to challenge you. You know, and if he does something simple like a hop, that's completely fine. That only means your strings are not tight enough. Alright, good reversal. Great anti-air. And that's gonna make you think, oh, I can't jump, but I mean obviously you're gonna keep doing it because I mean he's only done it once. He needs to establish his own airspace as well. Great anti-air. You see that? Let me replay that as well. See that? You didn't jump. You didn't jump, right? Imagine if you jump. You kept a ground game and you got a reward by getting a power geyser. Mad damage. That's unsafe. Again, you see, you're losing your pressure. You don't have to do any of this. You don't have to. I'm not saying you can't, you shouldn't, but I mean, you don't have to. And look at that. That was a really solid string in the corner. You didn't have to hop once. See? Oh, what's he gonna do? I have to jump. Oh, power geyser. I'm gonna move forward. Am I gonna reversal? No, he's a reversible forward. That was unsafe. It doesn't matter. You're gonna move forward. You're gonna grab him as well. Now what? Can't do it. Jump. Stick there. Done. Pick up. Press the button. Nothing. Safe, tight strings. Suffocate the opponent. Make him feel like there's no way out. That is what pressure is all about. Limiting his advantage for your advantage. That was a bad roll. I don't know what you were thinking there. You didn't have to do any of that. You have to weigh in the pros and cons of your pressure. You know, you really do. Are you gonna win this or not? What will happen if I do this? What will I get? You rolled there, right? And he grabbed you. What happens if he what could he have possibly done at that moment? What was Takuma's option that would have elicit you to roll there and go for a full punish? Was there a full punish? If he did the EX Cadillac kick, he'd be on the other side. You can't punish. If he did EX Fireball, you might punish. There's armor in it, so you have to be careful. If he did Rambu, you can't fully punish. You know, I think you can with the Buster Wolf. It doesn't matter. But that's a risk you're willing to take. What if he command grabbed? Now you're screwed. Now you're fucked. You know? Now you're fucked. You've already established the fact that he does reversal at random moments. You know? And you know, and you have to make him respect your game. You don't have to go in like that. You can, so you're probably thinking, so when can I jump? You can jump on his wake up. You don't have to jump while you're doing a block string. You can jump on his wake up. Make him believe there's a safe jump there that you're not thinking. If he challenges your safe jump, okay, now you can adjust. But if you're hopping, you know, if you hop on wake up, you're making him think. Because now you're not gonna get hit. If he's on the floor and you're jumping, you don't have to give, yeah, you've given up blocking, but you've only given up blocking for a few moments, not for the entire duration because he's on the floor. Think of it that way. You know, outweigh the pros and cons. Okay, that was unsafe. He could have punished from there. Again, see, that's what I'm saying. There's a bit of inexperience with Wham there. He could have done a command grab. I'm fairly certain. There's a blowback. What can you do there? That was not a good option either. You're not playing safe enough. You're not being solid enough. And that's what you have to learn when you get higher up into the game. You need to be solid. I don't know why you jumped there. Okay. That was actually a good guard case. I could have command grab here. Okay. That was a risk. See, the risk paid off, right? But I mean, again, you let me go back here. No meter, nothing like that. And so what did you get from it, really? You pushed him to the corner, but again, you had a predictable string at this point. Here he comes. comes. Okay. And you jumped. Alright, good string. Wasted the drive cancel. Not really entirely sure. You should. I don't agree with that. And you're hopping around. And there's no. You're trying to get a cross up. Right? You're trying to get a cross up, but your spacing is wrong. And yeah. Oh, what is this music I'm watching right now? Okay. Alright, that was a good string. He actually blew it back there. Look at that. He didn't jump. He didn't have to jump. Let him do the work for you. You didn't have to jump. Keeping your ground game. Also practice your combos. It's alright. So now what, right? What happens after you establish your you hopped again and then you lost? You gotta stop that. That's a habit that you're having now. That's actually something you do have to stop. You need to think what's going on. Alright, well, okay. 1, 2, 3, jump, of course. Alright, what do you got here? 1, 2, jump. Nope. Stuck to the ground game and jump. Alright. And I think Wham is seeing it too. I think he's beginning to see it. He's beginning to press more buttons after your string, because he's realizing you're not actually frame trapping. You do a frame trap, right? You do 1 frame trap, maybe 2, but then you rely on jumping. Mix it up, man. Mix it up. And this character should really teach you how to do that. Andy. Very solid ground game. Very good DP. Okay, didn't tech there. Learn how to tech too. Okay, strings were in tight. That was really, really dangerous too. Ooh, ooh. Alright, went for a reset. Alright, let me see. You have to add more variety. You know what you could also throw into your mix-up? Throw a grab in there. Add in a throw. Make him think. All right, now you're thinking. Now you're making him think. Damn, I have to block all this, right? If you have a ground game, it's just like, yo, wow, I have to block all this. Holy shit, I have to block all this. You know, because now he's blocking your frame trap. So what are you gonna do? Now you could jump. Now you could throw in and run. Because now he's blocking, right? Now he's thinking, oh crap. Now I can't block forever. Maybe I should roll. But if you have a ground game, now you could throw him there. Oh crap, now I can't roll. Maybe I should reversal. That's where your frame traps come in. Or you could even choose to stay back into a ground game. If you had hopped at that time, you would have been reversaled. So many instances, but they're all simple little steps that are made to establish your space so that people will respect you. You need people to respect you. Now you're probably thinking, hey, there's a lot of top players there who just do all this disrespectful things, and you know what? That's a privilege a top player has, and you know why? It's because they're a top player. There's always going to be that thought process from other people who are like, man, you know, this guy has some actual thoughts into it, you know? Top player thoughts, you know, top player jitters. You know what I mean? But there's also a game there that you just don't really realize. They've played, you know, top players have played each other multiple times. They have information on each other. There are certain things that they know. But, you know, no offense to you or to anybody else, including me, who are you? You're nobody. Okay, that's kind of mean to say, right? It doesn't necessarily mean you're terrible. What I'm saying is that people don't know who you are, so you have to earn their respect. There's no respect here at the beginning. You have to earn their respect, and in order to do that, you have to establish your space so they can actually, you know, so they can earn your respect, and you can start playing the game the way you want to. Play freer, play better. You know, play faster, play whatever pace you want, because they will follow you because they respect they respect you. You know, and that all happens on the neutral game. And the neutral game consists of your ground game and your air game, and your ground game comes first. Your ground game will always come first, because your air game can always lose to a DP. Your air game does not include any blocking, does not include any of that stuff. It could include armor, but it doesn't include the things that a ground game has. Your ground game has low pokes, high pokes, overheads, fireballs, backdashing, blocking, multiple speeds. You could run, you could walk, you could crouch, you could add your air game into it. Your ground game is everything that you are. It tells you who you are. If you're being a reckless character, that means, hey, I don't like my health. That's pretty much it. You know? So remember that. Your ground game tells people who you are. It tells you, are you respectful? Are you good enough to be respected where I will respect you on your Okizeme or etc. like that? Alright, that was a very risky DP. And I don't think he's gonna kill here. 1, 2, no. Wow. Alright, that's gonna kill. Never mind. So here we go again. K-Dash versus Terry. Alright, so what are Terry's options? Right? Think of the matchup between think of the matchup of K-Dash. K-Dash lacks a proper reversal. He has a 4-frame A version DP, the light DP. 4 frames, only upper invincibility. So if you hit deep enough, you might actually not only just trade, you might actually win outright. 8-frame C version DP, heavy DP, very easy to safe jump. 4-frame EX DP, full invincibility. If you somehow block it, that is death for K-Dash. Trigger, 8-frame trigger. I think it's a 9-frame trigger if I recall. 9-frame trigger on both sides of the A and C version. What does that mean? You can save jump it. Obviously you can't do that on wake up, right? You know, also hits a certain space which you have to study. Study the space. It's not that far. It's a bit of the mid screen, maybe two persons length. That's how K-Dash works, spacing. And then once he gets you into the ground, he'll start attacking with his great jumping CD. But all of these things really relay something. Yeah, it doesn't have very good horizontal pressure. Well, let me take that back. His horizontal pressure isn't really too good. He does have a very, very good crouching B, but I mean, he has to approach. How does he approach? And that's going to be a lot of his jumping CDs. Learning how to run trigger, which every K-Dash should learn. Run trigger. Jumping CD, jumping D, maybe every now and then. If he's close now, and then if he finally gets close enough, jumping C. Have a lot of things that he can do, but you just have to know the options. Look at that. If you had hop, right? He was predicting the hop at that point, because that's the predictability of your strength. Move forward, okay. Right there. He's gonna roll right around here, because he thinks after your second block string, because you either do 1 block string hop or 2 block string hop. It's the same exact thing. He's gonna roll because he thinks you're gonna jump. 1, 2, backdash. Okay, now you thought differently. Now he's thinking, oh wait, he did something different. Now I gotta react. You see that? Add variety to your ground game. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ooh, and he pressed the button there because he thought you were gonna hop. Variety. Variety. And you kept the ground game. You didn't jump. You see that? And well, now you jump. See, now you can jump. You see that after that entire series? Look at this. He thinks you're jumping. That's what he is. He's completely red. Oh, he's gonna jump right here. I gotta roll. Okay, that's fine. I gotta save. I'm gonna jump in. Oh, he's gonna jump. I gotta press the button. Right here. You see? He's thinking you're hopping. Establish space, establish the safe ground. Get a DP there, but again, he didn't do that. See that? He's pressing buttons after your second string because he thinks that you are going to press a button. That is the variety. That is adding variety. Now you can add a grab here. See that? Easy, simple, very simple, easy. You know, and you're gonna don't give me specific, situations, because before you even study the specific situations, you have to learn your simple situations, and these are simple situations. How to establish your ground game, and establishing your ground game is all about safe pressure moving forward with your safe pressure, staying on the ground, not allowing yourself and not allowing the opponent any opportunities to push you out. Now, why did he hit you here? Why did he hit you here? Think of that now. Now we're here. Neutral game. Really good. Rolled. That wasn't really too good. He rolled again. He thought you were going to jump. He guessed perfectly. Okay. Now he's in the corner. Good combo. Alright. Ground game. Effective. Is he going to hop? It doesn't matter. You could press up. You could poke. You could do anything. You did a fireball. You backdash. Great option, because now you guessed the backdash. He didn't have to jump, because if you jump, he would have rolled out. He immediately thinks you're going to roll. But you backdash. You've smacked the shit out of his face. Now what? You press the button. It's alright. Your space is still good. And right there, you press the heavy again. Oh, it's gonna. Oh man, don't worry. On the second thing, it's gonna hit. It's gonna jump. It's gonna jump. Oh no, he didn't. See, now you're doing it again, and he's like, okay, and, you know, you're losing a lot of pressure. That wasn't safe. You could have command grabbed there. That would have been a full death for you too. Remember that, too. Oh, see, now he's thinking, hold up. He might actually hit me with a frame trap. He's not jumping anymore. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna blow back. But he didn't blow back because you weren't hitting a string. You jumped. Now you made him think, and now you get hit. Well, you didn't get a full punish, but it's okay. Look at that. Look. Outstanding. That was great. Good pressure. Safe. Effective. Move forward. I can't emphasize more just how important that is. Setting up the pattern, the tone for against your opponent is very necessary. And now look at you. You are 3 characters to 1. Jump, because now he's thinking. Now you could add a grab here. I mean, yeah, he reversals, but it doesn't really matter at that point. Now you can push. Now you can be like, I can do whatever the fuck I want. See, now he's thinking. Okay, now he hops. That's gonna be a full punish, level 2. Isn't that incredible? That's KOF. KOF, guys. KOF. KOF. Let's see how you play as a Maxima. I didn't even know you changed the character. Okay, now you've established the anti-air. Now his offense, right? When it comes to your defense, don't press buttons until you know his options. What are his options here? Level 2 Medium Masher, EX slash, Jumping D, Hop D, really good fucking options. Hop B, really fucking good option. What can you do? So what can you do? You can bet on the Medium Masher. If he hits it, that's fine. He's 2 meters down, even though it's gonna cost a lot of damage. You could just do Vapor Cannon. You could he even sweep. Look at that bullshit. Come on. First of all, wham! Don't ever sweep like that ever. You know, because he gets the hop. If you Vapor Cannon, boom! There was always an option for everything. Stay solid. Stay solid. Don't jump. Stay solid. Keep it up. Add in a command grab every now and then. There we go. Look at that. What did he do with that? That's the exact same situation as last time. We actually have to get back to the situation first. Exact same situation. Now you Vapor Cannon. You can't do anything. No meter. No slash. No DP. Nothing. And he established his ground game at that point. That was great. From Wham. Alright, well, you gave up the corner pressure. See there? You gave it up, man. You gave it up. Oh, wait, no, you're Andy. You gave it up. Alright, good blocks. Okay, that's gonna be a full punish. That, I have no clue what the fuck you were going for there. Okay. Oh. And I actually like Wham spacing. I actually do. But he has a lot of doubt in his head because you've already established that already. See that? You've oppressed his mind. You've immediately thought to. You've already told him you can't do much. And now he switched to Psyche. This was a good change. Why? Psyche is a better fireball. Psyche can actually beat the shit out of Hops with a DP. Psyche can do a lot of things. He can ballerina kick and just and dance on your face and shit. That's Psyche. Good thought. He only chose this character with one thought in mind, and that was to anti-air you, to keep you on the ground, because he doesn't trust your ground game still. He does somewhat, but he doesn't trust it that way. But once you stay on the ground, you see that? Once you stay on the ground, you see that? He's just looking for a hop. He chose this character specifically to try and anti-air you. And see, I see he tried to go for it. There's a command you could grab here. Oh, we could level 1 grab. Ooh, that was a great option, I guess, because that's the other thing. Remember, I told you play safe with your normals. You don't have to do the vapor cannon all the time. That was kind of godlike. You saw that? You saw that? Let me replay that for you because it was that damn good. Let me see just how. Let me see this great fucking read. He thought he was gonna anti-air you. He was like, I'm gonna anti-air him. Nope, I'm gonna stay at the ground. Ground game. What does that give you? Level fucking 2. Level 1, sorry. Amazing, huh? Amazing. You have the potential to be better. You have the potential to improve on this. You have the potential to do a lot of things to your game. He is clearly not a better player than you. And no offense again. But, he can learn from this, and you can learn from this as well. Ground game really determines a lot of things, and that, a solid ground game will allow you freedom for the air game. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Look at that. Stuck to the ground. Just staying solid. Staying solid. Ooh, now you hop. You didn't guess the hop afterwards. Now he's mindfucked. I don't even know if you can combo after that. Okay. Alright. The next step after that is determining whether or not he does reversals a lot. Determining whether or not the the person you're playing is reckless or not. In this character, in respect to Wham, he's not reckless. He's not really reckless. He makes some really well-educated guesses here. He's still yet to learn a lot. Oh, that was a not very educated guess. Jump? Nope. Oh, see, I guessed the jump. Level 1. That's gonna be 125 damage. 150 damage. Damn, Iori. What's you got? What's you got? All right. One more. Level 1. No. And this is gonna hurt. Nice. Made him think that's the end of the match. That is how you play the King of Fighters 13. Oppression on the ground, and doubt in the air. Make them feel suffocated on the ground, and make them doubt themselves as you jump in the air. If they're confused and they don't even see the jump, they're not going to react to it. Remember what Juicebox said? There's no such thing as a raw reaction. It's all about prediction. And if they can't predict what you're going to do next, you have won that matchup. End of story. That is the KOF match of the day. Shoutouts to Katy Parry, to Peter, my boy Peter, for sending this to me. I really enjoyed it. I really took some time to really think of it, and I think I did a really good job in helping you out. I feel like this is a very fundamental thing that you can learn. Unfortunately, no one's in the chat room. I don't think anyone's really watching this one. That's completely fine with me. What are my closing words? Closing words are pretty simple. Actually, let me close this first. I'm gonna move Terry. You're in the center. Hi, Terry. Alright. Closing words. There's a lot to work on. There's a lot to work on. There's a lot to work on from you. There's a lot to work on from me. I learned a lot. I learned a lot too. I learned a lot. Don't think that I'm just teaching you. I benefit from it too. From learning from you. You, from him, from every single person. You see, I make this stream, really. I make this stream to help out people, but don't get it wrong. I have every intention of wanting to win a major. I have every intention of wanting to get better. Unfortunately, I can't move these fingers. It's okay. You know what I did? I practiced KOF yesterday with my ring and pinky, and I got a cramp for it. Even right now, I'm sick. I'm actually really, really sick. I'm gonna have to go to the doctor tomorrow. I was going to go to the emergency room today, actually, but I hung in there. I've been sick since January. I've been through so many things here, and I didn't want to give up. You know, that's one thing I want to say. Don't give up on what you want to do. Aw, and we can't reconnect this shit. So I mean, yeah. It's pretty much all I have to say. Thanks, Samir. I hope you guys learned a lot. I'll be here tomorrow. Please send me anything that you guys want to do. Also, I want to give a disclaimer again. I don't own this match. This match is owned by Katy Parry. So shouts to him. This is from Steam Edition, I'm going to assume, because if you play anything other than Steam Edition online, brother, you fucking up. You are fucking up. Thank you, Coffee. It's tough, man. It's really tough. And I mean, yeah, damn. Alright, hold up, damn. Shit. I don't know what else to say. You know, you learn from your mistakes. You learn a lot. You know, you have to learn. You don't really learn a lot from winning, because if you're winning, it indicates that really, if you're winning and you don't grow, it just indicates that you stopped growing. That didn't make any sense whatsoever, but I'm just rambling here. If someone plays Xbox 360 KOF XIII, God bless your soul. God bless you. I'm not even touching that shit. My KOF XIII disc hasn't even left my room in the past 7 months. I've been playing on my godlike machine, by the way, you know. But I mean, that is pretty much, yeah. Anyways, that's the doorbell. That's my mom. She's probably here to check up on me because my health isn't in too good condition. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to send your videos to either my YouTube, youtube.com/SnotskateShift, or my Twitch account, twitch.tv/FM_Sway. Follow my channel at Full Metal Sway, and I will see you guys later.